Brazil will be playing in the Olympics. Of course, Richarlison will be part of the Brazilian squad for the Copa America. It's come around again. The Chelsea have changed the schedule, so it's come around 12 months. Obviously, Brazil defending champions, Richarlison scoring a penalty in the final last summer. He will be, of course, we imagine, in that squad. But then it's been suggested in an interview that he gave to the Daily Mail on the weekend that he could be, or has made it known that he wants to be available for the Olympics in Tokyo. I asked Carlo Ancelotti after the game on Saturday what he thought of that, and he said, "Look, it's way off. I haven't really given it much consideration." But to paraphrase his response, he said, "We're going to have to talk to Brazil." Brackets. I don't want this to happen because, of course, the tournament at the Olympics runs until the opening date of the Premier League season. Now, do you think Everton have got an issue on their hands?
Just think on a young lad's body like that, there's just no way it'll happen in terms of he either picks up an injury, gets fatigued, or just, you know, the serious risk of just total burnout. And then, you know, for a few weeks in the summer, for a few weeks of a summer tournament, then Everton kind of lose their best player for large chunks of the season. So that's obviously going to be Everton's argument, but at the same time, it is just such a difficult position that kind of they've been thrown into, really, isn't it? I think we all remember that video of him when he was selected for, I think it might have been the last Copa America, and all his family were watching the TV. You know, he's got a real enthusiasm, a real love of playing for his country, like obviously like any young lad, but also then the South Americans, I think, really take these kind of tournaments seriously as well. And the Olympics, obviously, as B said there, they won the last one in 2016, Brazil. So the likelihood is that they're at least getting to the latter stages. So it's just so difficult. If I was Everton, I don't know, I'd be tempted to just put my foot down and just say, well, you're not going. You're our player and you're not going. But I'd imagine the matter is a little bit more complicated than that.
Yes, I'm sure it'd be a bit more diplomatic conversation. But you know, as we say, you know, his enthusiasm to play for his country is part of what, you know, his enthusiasm to play football is part of what makes him and sets him apart, isn't it?
The Royal Blue Podcast.